afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Willie Acres Arena, where we are here tonight for a huge matchup for the Logan Wildcats as they take center stage against the #1 team in Class AA. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt with you. And James, Logan has had some big wins as of late, a couple setbacks here and there, but they played the best of the best, and today they get the best in Class AA as a great measuring stick to see where they are heading towards tournament time.
Yeah, the field house starting to fill up as well, Chris. You and I know that when games like this come around, the ghosts kind of come out here at Willie Acres Arena. It should be a fun one tonight. Not only is Wheeling Central the best team in Class AA, but they may have the best player in all of the state of West Virginia, and Eli Sancombe, and he may put on a show here tonight.
Yeah, again, we've heard his numbers, we've heard the lore coming in here tonight, and now we get a chance to see him face to face with the Logan Wildcats this evening. And this is going to be an interesting matchup. Again, we're coming on a little bit earlier tonight. Again, they adjusted the schedule of this game, so we've got a great late afternoon game for you here today on D&D Sports, heading into our evening coverage later on tonight. Well, James and I are going to step aside for a break. We'll come back and get ready for the starting lineups right after this as you're watching high school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network. back, everybody, to Willie Acres Arena here on Middleburg Island. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here tonight as we are getting set for the player introductions and pregame festivities here at Logan High School on this Saturday afternoon. So again, Logan taking on the #1 team in Class AA, Willing Central. And we are getting ready for what could be a potentially barn burner of an evening as we get ready for the introductions down on the floor right now. And we're going to listen into the pregame festivities right along with you as we get ready for a huge AA matchup here tonight.
Willie Acres Arena for tonight's contest. Let's meet the visitors, the Maroon Knights of Willing Central High School. And make some noise for your Logan High School Wildcats. At this time, we'll introduce the starting lineup for each team, beginning with the visitors, Willing Central Catholic High School. Number 2, Logan Seiko. Number 11, Eli Seiko. Number 15, Nico Cusick. Number 24, Max Oliash. And number 42, Stephen Vertigo.
Doesn't get much better than that to get prepared for a ball game, folks. And you've got two of the best in the business going at it against each other here tonight. James Mel Stevens and Mark Hatcher, two of the most loyal coaches in the state of West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about state championship pedigree. You couldn't get any better with the two head coaches you've got here with Coach Stevens and Coach Hatcher.
Getting to state championships everywhere between those two titans, and now we get set for the playing of our national anthem, so let's listen in.
Dear Lord, we come here today to have a very safe and respectful game. I pray that this game is full of memories that we can cherish for a lifetime. I hope our friends from Willing Central have a safe trip home with your guidance leading them. I believe in your grace and what everyone do 100% on and off the court tonight. I thank you for every pass, throw, cheer, and basket that we make. You know the outcome of this game and everything happens for a reason. Win or lose, we will
Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem performed tonight by the Wildcats Rock Band.
As JJ puts his lighter up, we're ready to go to action tonight, James, as the Logan High Rock Band does it again. Here are the pregame festivities getting us ready for a huge matchup here tonight.
They do a phenomenal job. Donna Blankenship on the vocals for the Rock Band tonight. And Chris, we're ready to see one of the best players in the state, one of the best teams in the state invade Willie Acres Arena. Can Logan find a way to get back to 500 and pull a huge upset off?
Again, they've been climbing that mountain most of the season. They've got a couple of big top 10 wins here this year. Knocking off then number 2 Doddridge over at West Virginia State. Knocking off Scott. And so they've got a couple of teams under their belt in AA this year. Now can they add Willing Central to the list? It'll be jumped up in the center circle. Olajas will jump it up against Miller. We're glad you're with us here this evening on D&D Sports as the Wildcats will win the toss. As it'll be Williamson to bring it across the timeline. Man-to-man defense for Willing Central to get this game started. Murphy will give it over to Hale. Again, Hale gets the call to start here tonight with the size that Willing Central imposes all across the board.
And he can move too, Chris. So he's not just a big that can just kind of post up. He moves really well, so expect him to play a role.
Murphy turn around at the free throw line, no good, and rebounded underneath by Brodegard.
We've seen this Wheeling Central team in years past be very good on the defensive end. They're a team that averages almost 80 points a game.
There's a good reason why. Luke Sancombe from the corner knocks down a 3 to get things going as Murphy attacks on the other end. Can't convert. Back the other way comes Eli Sancombe, again one of the best players in the state, and there's why.
Well, it was little brother first that hit the 3, and then Eli finishes at the rim real easy there.
That draws a quick 30-second timeout by Mark Hatcher here to try and get his club settled down. And we'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight: White Eye Care, Logan Bank and Trust, Logan Regional Medical Center, our first quarter sponsors, Stereo Video Unlimited, and Missy Birchfield, State Farm Agent. And Chris Kidd, James Barker, JJ Pruitt here with you. And again, that was the start that Logan didn't need, but a good timeout by Coach Hatcher. Getting this under control right now. And it was a very calm timeout right there. Again, just trying to get his club settled into this game.
Yeah, I've seen Coach Hatcher a lot more fiery. I think you have too, Chris. So, just trying to calm his group down a little bit here. And it's a typical Mel Stevens move. We see this with Rabbit Thompson a lot. You take a timeout and you change your defense. Now you're full court man-to-man.
Now it'll be Miller to bring it up, and that's part of the strategy. You can get the ball out of the guard's hands, make one of the bigs bring it up, just slows things down all the more. Makes it even more difficult to get into your sets at that point.
And that's okay for Logan. If they can slow this game down, they'll take it. That's the recipe for a win for them here tonight.
Williamson strong take, and he'll finish at the rim.
A great take by Bentley there as good to see Logan get on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if we can get a stop.
And that's what Bentley's done so well all year long, just attacking inside. What a dish finish, and one for Olajaz.
Now listen, Eli Sancombe can do it all. He averages a double-double, 26 and 10. That's 26 points, 10 rebounds. He averages 6 assists on the season as well. He's known as a better passer than he is scorer, and you just saw it right there.
And that's what's crazy, James. I mean, those numbers being put up in 8-minute quarters in a high school game. I mean, Eli Sancombe, he's definitely one of the best players in this state who maybe doesn't get talked about as much down south.
Yeah, you kind of forget about him when he's up in the northern panhandle, but he will make you remember tonight.
8-2, the lead for Willing Central, again #1 in Class AA, going up against Logan as Lambert had it knocked away and out of bounds. Stay here with the Wildcats. Only 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Williamson waiting, lobs it in deep, able to find Hale. Murphy will wait for everyone to get in position before they get started on this possession. And yeah, you do see more of a deliberate style here from Logan. And again, we've seen Willing Central in the past win games in the 40s, 50s. This year they just have an offense that slides out. And Miller with a great take and finish.
I think it's really important right now. You know, Mark Hatcher obviously does a great job coaching and scouting, but right now you can tell his bigs handling the point. A little different look for Logan. It's because of what Wheeling Central is doing.
Eli Sancombe out front. Dishes over to the left side. Bringing it back out will be Cusick. Now here's Luke. Sancombe gives it back to Cusick, over to Eli. Eli steps back, looking. He'll take the deep three. This one's going to be just off. Long rebound. Knocked around a couple of times. Murphy goes diving for it, but luckily for Logan, it was already out on Willing Central.
Mark Hatcher's got his boys hustling tonight.
And they know that every loose ball, every missed shot is going to be big to try and corral that rebound, limit Willing Central's shots and possessions here tonight. It's Williamson into the middle, tough take, hits it off the high banker.
Got a little Luka Doncic-esque there, Chris. A little high bank off the glass there, fading away. Beautiful play from Bentley Williamson.
That takes such soft touch to be able to do that. I would have probably broke half the backboard trying that now. Near side with it, Cusick. Swings it over, deep three left side. This one just short from Luke Sancombe and taken by Logan. You see Coach Hatcher telling him slow up. He doesn't want to get this into an up and down running game.
Yeah, Mark wants it to be if the first of 50 wins. That's the way he wants this game to be played.
Yeah, like we've talked about before, James, again, you get to tournament time, you're going to have to win games in the 40s, 50s. You may have to win some in 70s or 80s. You got to be able to pull it off in every facet. Miller will take it to his right. Barrels in and gets rejected at the rim by Olajaz. And he was able to move Olajaz down, but he was able to make the rejection now inside. Nice little move, but unable to finish his Cusick. Now here's Murphy, 2-on-2 the other way. Now 3-on-2. Williamson gets it, and he'll go to the line. So again, after that quick start by Willing Central, Logan playing right with them, and I think part of that comes with just seeing that you know you can play with the team and knowing you can hang with the team early on, and maybe Logan wasn't quite ready for that in the first minute, but now that they've gotten settled down, again, this game's been about dead even since.
It has. You know, sometimes when you play teams that are undefeated and they have this great player, your players get into their head that like, oh, you know, if they get out quick, it's going to be tough for us to come back from behind. But you know, I think right now what Logan has done, what Mark Hatcher did after that timeout when Wheeling Central went up 5-0, calm these kids down, and now you're almost looking at a tie game here, and you're going to get another foul shot because of a lane violation on Central.
Yeah, Brodegard, he stuck one of those puppies in the lane a little bit too early, so Williamson will get a third look at it. Again, Williamson's been probably the top free throw shooter this season for Logan, at least in terms of getting to the free throw line. And that's because of his aggressive style on offense. That one was short rimmed as Olajas would grab the rebound.
Broadcaster's jinx on the tie, Chris. I'll send Bentley an apology in the mail.
That's like I've said over and over again. There's no way that it possibly exists, but it always seems to pop up. As Olajas, corner three, rattles out. Hale able to grab the rebound, and Logan looking for their first lead of the game. Lambert charges in left side, counted, and the foul. Mark Hatcher fired up on the sideline, as is the rest of the bench.
And Mark also knows, too, Coach Hatcher is telling these guys, he told Ivan Miller, throw that ball up the floor, let Lucas go at the basket here, because Wheeling Central doesn't have a lot of depth. They've got one or two off the bench, but that's about it. So if you can get their bigs in foul trouble, you can find a path to victory.
And if you've got someone like Lambert that's got a chance in transition, you got to take that chance every time. And now a charge underneath is coming up with Sancombe, and taking the charge was Miller. So that gets you one on Sancombe now.
Now this is why Wheeling Central makes this trip too, Chris. It's really hard to replicate the pressure of games, especially tournament games. But one place you can do it is Willie Acres Arena in Logan, West Virginia. Make that 4-hour trip from Wheeling to try to recreate the pressure of a tournament. And right now, Wheeling Central trails by 2.
Yeah, we saw Tucker County do that last night, going all the way down to Tug Valley to play in that environment. Like you said, a lot of these northern teams have started to make that adjustment to coming down here, because they know what the crowds are like down here. They know what the atmospheres are like down here. And like you said, it does prepare you for that tournament style that's coming up in about a week or two. Miller gets a screen, tries to work against Olajas. Pull up jumper, knocks it down.
Ivan Miller playing point guard tonight. Not usually seen from that big fella, but he's handled it well and made some great plays.
Going to get a hit to the head here as Cusick gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line as they get this one on Lambert. That'll be the first on him. But yeah, right now, I mean, Wheeling Central, like you said, they average about 80 points a game. They like to get up and down. They shoot a lot of threes. But, again, some of the threes they've been taking, if I'm Logan, I'll live with that if they're able to knock those down. I mean, they're good 3, 4, 5 feet behind the line right now. I mean, if those are the shots they want to take to beat you, then so be it.
And, you know, aside from the little brother Sancombe, you know, Eli's only taken 1. They're 1 of 3 together. So if you can make the others try to beat you, I know it's really tough, but if you want to make the others try to beat you, and the others beat you from 3, like Oleash and Cusick, then do it.
Underneath, what a cut by Lambert. Well, what an even better block by Brodegard. How did he get that? What a stop by the Knights. He's now spinning his Sancombe. What a wraparound pass to Olajas, and he'll lay it in.
Just ran out of room, but he found more. Made an extra step to get that pass off to Olajas in the paint.
That just takes such agility and such vision to be able to do that. As Miller feeds it down low to Lambert, trying to find a move. Instead, he'll just bank it in over top of his man.
Logan has played well. They have given exactly, or taken what exactly Wheeling Central has given them here early on in this contest, and you couldn't ask for a better start if you're Mark Hatcher.
They've outscored. Oh, there's a travel on Cusick. He got caught with nowhere to go. And that'll give it back to Logan. But yeah, it's a 14-6 run for Logan ever since that quick 5-0 burst from Wheeling Central.
And Chris, this is one of the better crowds we've seen on the Logan side of things here at Willie Acres Arena this year, and they are playing a factor.
I agree with you. Again, I was kind of curious with the 5 o'clock start if everybody would get the word out or know that it was going to start. I know me and JJ did coming in. But, yeah, I mean, I think Logan High School has definitely showed up and showed out here tonight for this big matchup. As Miller will bring it back out. Again, he's done a phenomenal job here in the first quarter at handling. And it kind of reminds you of Bobina whenever he started to get the handle and started to run point some for Chapmanville when our teams tried to take their point guards out of play.
So now you pick the foul up on Oleash, and that's his second. So now Mel Stevens has a decision to make.
He will come with a substitute as Taylor will check in. Like you said, foul trouble could be big for Wheeling Central if they don't go that deep. Again, losing Olajas this early with 2 fouls is going to be costly. Miller will bring it across the timeline. 1 minute to play first quarter. Possession arrows in Willing Central's favor at the moment. Miller just dribbling back and forth here, getting the space between him and Brodegard to keep running clock. Now Taylor comes out to chase. Pass over. Was it deflected? Yes, it was.
I think Eli Sankum has a case there. It may have gone off Lambert's hand right at the end. Obviously, we don't have any replay. Mel Stevens is talking to him about it as well. They're going to actually confer on this to see if there was, and nope, they're going to keep the ball with Logan. But from our vantage point, it may have gone off Lucas. They may have a gripe, but nevertheless, it's going to stay with the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think that was just a tough spot for the official to see it. Really, we're coming back and trying to get set up that time. Now Miller gets a double team sprung on him. He'll take it to his left. It's Landon Hall into the game now. Final 30 seconds of the quarter, and again Mark Hatcher trying to hold for the final shot here if he can get it. Williamson will get it back out front. Again, this is such a huge part of tournament play too, James. Again, eliminating these quarters, eliminating possessions for other teams whenever you get the chance.
And Logan's doing a really good job of this here at the end of this quarter. Probably the best we've seen them do. Even if you don't get a shot up, doesn't really matter.
Williamson, he'll get it in the corner, three on the way, but it hits the side of the backboard. Sankum will launch at the horn and just off. I don't think it would have counted anyway, but that will end the first quarter with Logan leading number one Willing Central 14-11. We'll be back after this as you're watching high school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern Coalfields.
For any of your financial needs, we encourage you to stop by one of our 5 convenient locations or apply online today at lbnt.com.
Whether you choose to stop by or visit us online, our team is here to help you every step of the way.
Buying a new home, expanding your business? Choose Logan Bank and Trust. Let's bank together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Logan Regional Medical Center, our comprehensive inpatient rehabilitation program helps get you back to living life. With an 8-bed unit for patients 18 and over, our caring team of doctors, nurses, and rehabilitation specialists work with you, providing a full line of services to help you restore your capabilities and get you back home and back to living. Logan Regional Medical Center, providing inpatient rehabilitation close to home.
Quarter number 2 here from Logan High School, Willie Acres Arena, Middleburg Island, whichever you prefer. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here. As number one Willing Central trailing Logan 14-11 as we start this second period.
Almost got away with a turnover there, but what to see, does Eli Sankum try to take over a game at some point in time?
And again, he's been kind of feeling himself out here. Again, Murphy, they've been switching defenders onto him. Now Hall onto him. Sankum with the size advantage, but struggling as Hall won't let him by. And you hear the cheers from the defense now. This very knowledgeable Logan crowd. Now Sankum slips and falls. Kept the dribble though. Now he'll drive into the middle, puts up a floater. Wow, what persistence by Sankum.
I mean, you did everything you could and still couldn't get the ball from him, but he makes the floater in the lane.
Williamson on the other end. Boy, your bodies crash hard that time. And it looks like Williamson maybe took the worst of it.
That was as hard as a hit as you'll see on a basketball court. You see that normally on a football field, but
I'll tell you what, Brodegard, he got up gimpy and shaky as well. He looks like he doesn't really know where he's at the moment.
Yeah, he is. He's still addled.
Yeah, it's, like I said, he looks wobbly. I think even his teammates are starting to maybe point that out a little bit. But yeah, he looked like he didn't really know where he was for half a minute.
He just flexed his elbow and winced.
Now Williamson, he'll leave that first free throw short. But that's going to be the second foul on Brodegard now too, James. So that's 2 bigs with 2 fouls.
And we see him come out of the game, and I'm sure he'll get checked out as well. But that, like you mentioned, Chris, that's 2 bigs with 2 fouls. And now Wheeling Central has to go into their bench, and we said they're like 1 or 2 deep that are used to being in the game. So luckily for them, they're 17-0. They've had a few blowout victories along the way, so they've had some kids play with their starters before. They'll need it tonight.
Luke Sancombe goes for the lead, and he'll knock it down from the top of the key.
And he can shoot the lights out of it. Eli may get all the pub, and deservedly so, but Luke can shoot it.
And now the pressure getting turned up as a steal. Sancombe to Sancombe, back to Sancombe, and he'll lay it in. And the foul for Eli Sancombe. Well, you think they worked on that in the backyard often?
I think so.
Yeah, that just looked about as bread and butter as it gets between those two. And it just goes to show how tough this Wheeling Central team's going to beat, not just tonight, but in the tournament. I mean, you've got to play 32 very focused minutes and disciplined minutes against this team.
Look, Logan led by 3 at the end of quarter number 1. It's a fast 7-0 run for Wheeling Central.
Miller will give it back to Williamson. Williamson pauses, now looks inside for Miller on the left block. He'll fake, goes up, and this is where, if you're Logan, you want to attack down low.
And now that the bigs are out, get Miller back to where he's more comfortable and put him on the block. That's what Logan did right there.
Again, great adjustment there by Logan. So close the gap back down to 2. Now can they slow down Eli Sancombe? This time he's off on the 3. Miller, long pass up ahead to Williamson. He goes into attack mode again. Over to Lambert. What a fake and what a finish. A fake to his right, and Lambert came open to his left, and we're all tied at 19. Cusick inside, kicks it out. Nobody there, and that'll be a turnover.
Chris, I can tell you this, if this is the Logan team that shows up come tournament time, they will be a very hard out for a lot of teams in Region 4. This is the best they've looked. This is the most confident they've played all season long, too.
Again, that region's not going to be easy to come out of, but boy, they get to the state tournament, where are you going to seed this Logan team?
Could you see a rematch, if they would make it, of what you're seeing tonight?
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, I think, the last Logan broadcast over at West Virginia State that I had. Again, they've knocked off 2 top 10 teams, been close with several others. They've played an extremely tough schedule. I mean, if I'm Wheeling Central, last thing I want to see is this Logan team as an 8 seed.
Right.
I mean, they're going to be dangerous no matter where they fall if they make it to Charleston, but boy, oh boy, is it going to be tough figuring out where to put them. As Williamson, he looks a little hobbled going back for that basketball. He brings it across. He's played a very physical first quarter and a half here. Miller will bring it back out. Cusick staying on him. Again, they're ramping up this man-to-man now. There's a release valve now to Murphy. Murphy gets a pick. They had Lambert open in the corner for a moment. I'd say Sancombe was keeping an eye on him. Miller will spin into the middle. Now kicks it out. Hall fakes, drive by Wadowski. Little floater up. That one rolls off and taken away by Sancombe. Eli Sancombe trying to direct traffic. Gives it over to his brother Luke. Gets to the free throw line. Now Wadowski wasn't looking for the shot. Gives it back to Luke. Sancombe, that 3 off, and Miller strong takedown. Coach Hatcher wanting them to try and push now. They see Lambert up ahead. Open 3. That one's short though. Again, I agree with that. If you get your chances to run and get a shot up for Lambert from anywhere, you'll take it. Wow, what a agility there from Ivan Miller, as gave a little kick to the face that time, trying to get his foot up.
Yeah, he got high and got Luke Sancombe right in the face there. And you're not going to see that every day.
And it was like last night we saw. Well, we'll talk about that whenever we come back. We get a full timeout now as we are tied at 19 apiece with 4:27 left in the first half. Back after this as you're watching high school basketball on the D&D Sports Network.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
Dead even at 19-19 here, nearly midway through the second quarter. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here this evening. It's Logan battling against number 1 Willing Central here in a Class AA matchup. Sancombe, and now we get Wadowski. Looked like he committed a foul, maybe a moving screen that
I think
time.
so. Yeah, so another foul called on Willing Central. That's their team fourth. So now one more, and it'll send Logan to the line. So I can tell you what, Mark Hatcher is going to tell his club, go attack that rim, especially with the foul trouble that Willing Central has been in.
Because Wadowski just picked up his first, and they're going to bring Olajas back now here with 4:22 to go in the half. And again, he's got 2 fouls on him. So let's see what the strategy is from Logan. If they get a chance, you know they're going to go right at him. It's Hall out front for Mason Spence, who's checked in. Back over to Hall. So bounce it over for Williamson. Again, Williamson, he's going to be battered and bruised after this game, and that's going to be a carry they call on Williamson.
Yeah, they called that carry on Williamson there, Chris. And this is the first time tonight you've also seen Ivan Miller sit the bench. You know, got a little bit of a rest here. So, you know, what does that do offensively for Logan? Because majority of their offense, their usage has gone through Ivan Miller. So how do they adjust?
Yeah, I'd say you'll see him out for maybe a minute or two again. He's done a great job foul-wise in the first half. Only 1 foul on him. And Eli Sancombe just so easily stepped back for that 3.
That's a smooth, high-rise shot for the 6'5" guard.
Again, he's got 10 points now. He's got 8 this quarter. What a spin move by Williamson, but couldn't get it to fall. Now a chance for Willing Central to try and build on a lead here as Sancombe attacking into the middle. Gets cut off by Spence. They'll get it out to Luke Sancombe. Almost lost the dribble. Cusick will get it back up top. Little fake and drive here by Taylor. Dishes off to Olajas, and he'll lay it in.
Really good movement there for Willing Central. You could tell even Eli Sancombe was coaching that play up. He told the guard to go back up, get the ball, and to find Olajas there.
And that's what's so fun about watching Eli Sancombe. Again, he's directing traffic. He is literally like having Mel Stevens on the floor. That's Lambert. Nice dish over to Hale, and Carson Hale will lay it in.
Good dish there from Lambert to Hale, and Logan just keeping things close right now.
A nice steal there as Sancombe went to the no-look one too many times as Williamson gets the steal. Into the corner for Lambert. Again, that's been key so far in this game for Logan. Every time Willing Central's gone on a spurt, Logan's been able to stop the bleeding pretty quickly. They only trail it by 3 here with 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Williamson at top of the key, gives it over for Spence. Spence gets a screen up top by Williamson. And Logan taking their time on this trip. And Miller got the scores table set to check back in at the next whistle. Murphy over getting a breather right now as well. They've put in a lot of tough minutes here in this first half.
It's an important possession as well. You know, Mark Hatcher and company realized that on the bench, and you know they've kept moving it. They're killing the clock here a little bit, but it's important that they can get away, either get a foul, get to the foul line, or get some points.
Yeah, this is just buying extra moments for Miller, for Murphy. Also frustrating Willing Central as now they're coming out trying to trap. As Williamson brings it back over, and they're going to call an offensive foul on that. I don't know about that one.
A little lean there on the screen from Hall, and I think that's the reason for the call. But you know, Logan wasted about a minute or more off the clock there, Chris. Just couldn't come away with anything, and now you've got to find a way to get a defensive stop here. Keep this at a one-possession game.
Like you said, though, a minute off that clock. Again, if they can get this down into the fourth quarter, it's still right there to be had. That's what Logan's hoping for here. As Income tried to force that three and couldn't get it. Up ahead to Murphy. He'll stop and pop a three and gets it to go.
What a huge shot from Zoe Murphy. Not a shot that he takes very often, but a big one there.
Sancombe, what an attack on the other end. As he's up to 12 points now, 10 this quarter.
Sancombe did such a great job, Chris, of not letting that momentum build on the possession either. Knew Logan tied it up and just took the basketball right at him.
Oh, and now a lot of contact over on the far side, and looks like they're going to say it'll be Logan ball over there. Yeah, I'm like you. Again, Sancombe, once that three went down, he got the ball and attacked as quick as possible, so Logan couldn't get set, so the crowd couldn't get into it more. Just
right. I mean, you just know that momentum builds after that big shot, and the defense is able to get into their set, and he just didn't let it happen.
Now with 46 seconds left in the half, will Logan hope for one? Murphy, though, all alone in the left corner. Logan has the lead.
Oh, big shot, Zoe Murphy here in the end of the second quarter, Chris. Couldn't ask for a better half of basketball if you're Logan.
Olajas three rolls off, and Miller bullies everybody for the rebound. He looks up ahead with 25 seconds left. Hale into the corner, Lambert, count it! This place is electric right now. 12 seconds left in the half. 4-point Logan lead. As Sancombe with 5 looking to go against Murphy. Spins to the middle, fade away at the free throw line is short, but a whistle and a foul with 0.7 left.
Mark Hatcher did not like that call, neither did most of the Logan fans in attendance. I think they may have bailed out Sancombe there as he was fading away. The contact came on the box out. He was going to go to the ground regardless on the fadeaway shot.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he'll go to the line, try to cut this to a one-possession lead, or a one-possession game in favor of Logan. But Chris, Logan going to take the lead into the locker room.
And as it's been on the strength of a three-point barrage here in the final moments of this first half, as they've knocked down 3 in a row to take this lead. And Coach Hatcher going to sub everybody out right now, try and get them a little extra breather going into halftime. Sancombe looking to cut this to 2, and he will, as the first half comes to an end with Logan leading number 1, Willing Central, 30-28. Here from Willie Acres Arena as they get a big ovation as they head to the locker room. We'll step aside for a break and be back after this as you're watching Logan Wildcat basketball action here on the D&D Sports Network. first half we've had here from Willie Acres Arena as Logan leads Willing Central 30-28. Chris Kidd, J.J. Pruitt, James Barker here this evening. As you look at the first half scoring, Eli Sancombe leads the way with 14 points all the way around. As Max Olajas has 7 points. And then Luke Sancombe with 6. Nico Cusick, the only other one in the scoring column with 1 point for the Maroon Knights. As for Logan, they were led by Lucas Lambert with 10 points. Bentley Williamson with 6. Ivan Miller with 6. Zoe Murphy as well with 6. And Carson Hale with 2 to round out the scoring in the first half. As Logan was 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Willing Central was 5 of 6 overall. Willing Central knocked down 3 threes. Logan knocked down their only 3 threes of the half right there in succession at the end of the first half to help take the lead 30-28 here at the half. So we'll step aside and be back after this as you are watching high school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network. Start of quarter number 3 here from Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here is our third quarter, sponsored here tonight by Logan Bank and Trust. And again, I want to thank White Eye Care, our halftime sponsor tonight. As Sancombe comes up with a steal right away, drives in. Oh, he was anticipating contact from Miller, and Miller wisely just slammed on the brakes and let him go at it himself. Murphy, 3 on the other end, and what a 5-point swing.
Murphy has been lights out from the outside, Chris, but you're right. You know, Miller just kind of pulled the rug there on Eli Sancombe and made him think the contact was coming, then dipped away.
Again, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be the case, but it just wasn't this time. As Olajas gets fouled by Hale underneath, and that'll send him to the free throw line. Again, it's been back and forth both ways here in this first half. I think maybe the largest lead was 5 or 6 in that opening half, James.
Yeah, it was 5 for Willing Central at 19 to 14, Chris. And, you know, now when you're looking at Logan, what can they do to extend this lead, give them more hope, or just hold on to the lead?
Old Jazz had 7 points in the first half. Empty on the first free throw and empty on the second. And boy, Brodegard looked like he went over the back there, and I think they finally get the whistle on him.
And Miller's going to get the foul on Brodegard, and you know, he boxed out really well, and you could just tell the frustration on Brodegard right now.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, there's nothing wrong with back tapping it, but he was boxed out pretty cleanly that time. And that's going to be the 3rd foul on him now. Olajess and Brodegard both coming into this half with 2 and now 3 fouls. Williamson on the left wing. Logan looking to take the largest lead of the evening here by either side. Miller can't find any openings. They'll swing it back out. And again, this smart by Logan. Again, if it's not there, just bring it out and reset.
Yeah, right now, the difference, Wheeling Central, they have moved Sankum on to Miller.
And that's probably a smart move with the foul trouble. Him and Bentley Williamson have been able to get those bigs in. Again, Logan just going to take their time here. Like we said, there's no shot clock, no reason to get in a hurry. You've got a 5-point lead. Wait until you get the shot you want.
And you'll see them bleed as much clock as they can. And they'll pull it out and just kind of wind it down if possible. The matchup I like right now is Lambert on Oleash. If they can get him to going at the basket, that's a good thing.
Well, they're getting free for a 3. That one not there. Murphy got the rebound initially, but couldn't hang on to it. And out of bounds, but good effort, good possession by Logan.
They took down about 1:15 from that clock, Chris, and continued to keep this 5-point lead.
And like I said, if you can get those possessions, oh, now steal by Lambert. He's got a clean run out, and Logan leads it by 7.
Largest lead of the game for either side, and Logan about 14 minutes from the largest upset in the state of West Virginia this year.
Sancombe airballs a 3. Luke Sancombe saves it, though, as Cusick able to run back and get it before it crossed half court. It's a big play by Luke Sancombe, and almost gets the 3 out of it. Now the ball wrestled loose, and we're going to get a foul here.
Probably going to be on Hale. It is. I believe that's his 3rd. You may see a substitution here for Logan.
And they'll come in with Braden Craddock, and Craddock had a great JV game. Again, Logan won the JV contest, and Craddock was a big reason why. Again, he's a big, he can dribble, he plays good defense too. And Sancombe, again, another 4th shot by Sancombe, and that one off. And he's taken a couple of bad ones here to start this 3rd quarter. You can kind of feel Wheeling Central starting to press a little bit. Now Williamson will bring it back out. Gets a screen, cuts inside. Doesn't like what he sees, brings it back out. Now Murphy's had the hot hand. 3 straight threes for him. He'll bring it in. Oh, it rolls out, but Lambert on the glass.
Everything going Logan's way right now, and Mel Stevens wants a timeout.
Well, they've seen enough over on the Wheeling Central bench. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well and be back after this. You're watching high school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.
Getting ready for sports means protecting those eyes. Up to 90% of sport-related eye injuries can be prevented with proper eye protection. White Eye Care knows this and is committed to providing the best protective sportswear for your child's eyes. As a proud sponsor of our community sports programs, we want to see our kids protected, from the little ones up to the big leagues. Our huge selection of eyewear makes finding that perfect pair easy. So win big this season. Call White Eye Care in Logan for an appointment today.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Logan on a 7-0 run here in the first 3:07 of this third quarter. They lead at 37-28. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here as they've got the #1 team and undefeated Wheeling Central Knights on the ropes here in this third quarter. And Lambert with another deflection. Everything going Logan's way right now.
Braden Craddock even tried to steal a possession there, taking the inbounds pass. He didn't realize it. But, you know, right now, Chris, they're trying to get shots for Luke Sancom in the corner. They're trying to get something to go down.
Well, they haven't knocked anything down yet in this third. Could this be it? Olajas. No, that one off. Rebound comes down to Williamson up ahead. Craddock back to Murphy. 3 up and in!
Zoe Murphy has been on fire tonight, Chris. Another 3 from the outside from Murphy, and it's a huge Logan lead.
40-28, and there's the first bucket finally for Wheeling Central. As Sancom trying to stop the bleeding, but it's now a 10-point deficit. And Logan with so much momentum riding the wave right now. Can they keep it up here? Miller gets to the middle, pull-up jumper, knocks it down.
What a shot from Miller to answer the drive by Sancom. A 12-point lead for Logan. We've got 12 minutes left to play.
And just unbelievable shooting by the Wildcats here in this third quarter so far. 3.5 to go in it. Underneath, Olajas gets it, and he'll put it in this time.
I do feel like that's the answer for Wheeling Central, is attacking the paint, whether it's Olajas or Sancom driving in there. That's where they've had their most success tonight, not the outside jumpers.
Miller takes it towards the corner. We'll bring it back out now, and again, we'll see how Wheeling Central has to approach this as Cusick reaches in, takes it away. He'll go to the other end, and he'll get an easy 2. So you're going to see Wheeling Central really ramp up this defense now. Trying to climb back into this with under 3 minutes to go in the third. Craddock got it knocked away by Sancom. It'll stay with Logan.
And Craddock just a little bit timid with that basketball right there. Not sure you like that if you're Mark Hatcher. That's where Miller probably should be.
Oh, dangerous inbounds pass. Cusick got a piece of it again. And going to be out of bounds on Wheeling Central.
And again, that's Craddock, who doesn't play a lot of varsity time, but they like his potential in there in these pressure situations. You can just tell he's just a little timid out there right now, Chris.
And again, this is a big stage and a big moment to be in. He's been called upon right now to try and buy some minutes, and it's going to be an offensive foul on him, but it looked like he was set, James.
The set was correct. It was the shoulder shove. He anticipated contact and then pushed his shoulder forward, so he initiates the contact, and that's where the issue becomes.
That'll give it back to the Maroon Knights now. 2:32 to go in the third quarter. Opportunity to get this back within a 2-possession game. Luke Sancom gets into the middle. Nice dish to Olajas, and he'll lay it in.
Again, the answer for Wheeling Central is get it in the paint, use that great passing game that you've had.
That was a smart move by Miller. He just saw the chest of Sancom and just dribbled right into him to pick up a cheap foul. Yeah, it's only 2 on Sancom, but again, if you can get any of these starting 5 in foul trouble, like we said, we saw their bench, and they don't go very deep at all. Craddock tries to lob it in and has it taken away as Brodegard got his hands on it. Now stolen back by Lambert on the backside against Sancom. Didn't hear him coming or see him either. That's where someone's got to yell behind for him. As Lambert to the left elbow, dumps inside, can't get it to go, and he'll knock it out of bounds.
Well, Lucas did a great job stealing that ball. Would like to have seen it finish, obviously, there. But good steal. They trade possessions here, and now can Sancom and Wheeling Central find another basket in the paint. That's where they've had their success.
They've scored 6 in a row. Sancom step back 3, no good. And rebound knocked out of bounds as Logan had 2 men there but couldn't corral it. And that's where Logan's got to be strong here in these last 10 minutes of this game, trying to secure rebounds and limit to one shot of possession as much as they can.
Looks like Mark Asher wants a 30-second timeout to talk about this defensive set for his club.
Again, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors here tonight: Wide Eye Care, Logan Bank and Trust, Logan Regional Medical Center, Stereo Video Unlimited, and Missy Birchfield, State Farm Agent, at your service. So again, it's been a quarter of runs so far. Again, it was a 2-point lead for Logan at halftime. They jumped out quick here in the third to a 12-point lead, but now number 1 Willing Central has cut that lead in half with 1:45 left in the third. And that last foul on Lambert, that's going to be his second foul. But again, if you're Logan, you still want to keep attacking when you get the opportunities. They've looked a little hesitant maybe the last couple possessions with that lead. And Willing Central has gotten more aggressive since they went down 12.
Yeah, Willing Central went attacking the paint. Logan's kind of, like you said, Chris, been very timid offensively, almost like hoping to run out the clock in the last 9-10 minutes of this contest. That's not what's going to happen.
Eli Sancombe, wow, what a battle by him inside as he gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in.
8-0 run for Willing Central, Chris, and the Maroon Knights with a chance to cut it to a 1-possession game if Logan can't find an answer offensively.
And that's 18 points for Sancombe here tonight, closing in on his average for the season. Williamson will bring it back out towards midcourt. Gets a little bit of a head start. Now drives in baseline, tries to kick it out, and Olajas boots it away. So it'll stay here with Logan with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. Now clinging to a 4-point lead. So get it into Murphy in the left corner. Try to dump it down low to Hale. He'll kick it out. Lambert back out. Now they'll reset with Miller with 1 minute to go. Again, possession arrow, Willing Central's favor to start the fourth at the moment. Miller waiting up top, trying to see if Brodegard will come out. Instead, Sancombe will. And Logan's been able to successfully run down the clock in each quarter so far until they got the look they wanted. Can they do it again here? Out to Lambert. They'll take it back towards midcourt with 33 seconds. And dangerous pass, but Williamson able to get it. He'll get it back. They have a man advantage at the moment. Inside to Hale. Back to Lambert. Lays it up and in.
Not the way Coach Asher drew that one up, Chris, but Logan able to muscle their way in for a basket and back to a much needed basket.
That ends that 8-0 run. And again, Willing Central got impatient, went for that steal. And it just opened up the man advantage for Logan, and wise by Lambert to attack it. As Sancombe with 4 seconds, steps back, long three, air ball, but right into the hands of Brodegard, and he'll lay it in to end the third quarter. Logan leads it 44-40 as we head to quarter number 4. Can they hand the number 1 team in the state their first loss of the season? We'll be back after this as you're watching high school basketball on the D&D Sports Network.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
Logan leads number 1 Willing Central 44-40 as we start quarter number 4. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here on this Saturday evening. And Logan looking to pull off the shocker of all shockers in Class AA.
Yeah, right now, Willing Central trails going into the fourth. We don't know exactly how many times they have trailed going into the fourth, but a 17-0 record on the line, you would think, not very often, at least this season.
Here's Sancombe and a charge on him. Big call there. That'll be the third on Sancombe now.
No argument from either side, either from Sancombe or from Mel Stevens on that. So a great charge taken by Logan there, and a chance for the Cats to either run some clock or get some points.
Williamson looking to attack this pressure. Brings it back out, now circles back on Brodegard. Williamson dumps it into Hale, little jumper, oh, it rolls out. Rebound taken by Willing Central. Up ahead, Olajas gets behind everyone, pass too deep though. He'll get it out to Luke Sancombe. He'll pop the three dead on, that one off the side of the backboard. Rebound fought for him, we're gonna get a tie up here, and it'll be Logan ball.
And right now you can just see Willing Central again trying to force the issue a little bit on not only the deep three shot there by Luke Sancombe, but the overplaying of the passing lanes. Bentley Williamson doing a great job, Chris, handling the basketball right now. He couldn't ask for a better point guard for Logan.
Yeah, because I like what he did on that last possession. Again, if you're able to get by and there's an attacking situation, go after it right here. Because like you said, there's 7 minutes to go in this game. Logan definitely can't just sit on this 4-point lead. As Williamson fell down, got it away, and then had it knocked away from Miller. Logan unable to get a shot up on that trip. Now Sancombe drives in on Murphy to the middle, fakes, fade away from the free throw line. Great moves, but it wouldn't go down.
Smooth shot too, just couldn't hit it. He's had a bunch of those tonight that maybe he normally hits, but unable to get them. And Logan again in position to extend this lead.
Again, Logan led by as much as 12 in the third quarter. Willing Central able to whittle it down to 4. Murphy's shot g's halfway down, but hell, what an offensive rebound. Gives it back to Lambert. His floater is short, and rebound taken by Sancombe. Sancombe trying to get up here. Numbers for Willing Central. Over to Olajas, and he'll flush it home.
They don't make a lot of posters in high school basketball, but you can put Olajas on one there.
Yeah, that was an incredible finish, and now almost a steal as Sancombe got his hands on it. Under 6 minutes to play here on the fourth. Can Logan steady themselves and find a bucket here? It's been a 12-2 run for Willing Central ever since it was a 12-point lead for Logan. Here comes Miller, probing inside, goes up, and he'll draw the contact. And Brodegard can't believe it, and if that's him, that's his fourth.
I believe it is, so that'll be his fourth. So you've got him with 4, Olajas with 3, and then Sancombe, Eli Sancombe with 3 as well. So a lot of foul trouble for Willing Central. They're not, looks like they may go to the bench here, 5:39 mark, and they do. You probably see maybe a minute or 2 for Brodegard to be out.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the move there, but I guess, 5:39, yeah, like you said, if you can buy him a minute or 2, then that'd probably be best in this situation with Taylor. It's Miller's second free throw, and he'll knock that one down. And again, those trips to the line are going to be so huge here in this fourth quarter.
Let's talk about Carson Hale real fast, Chris. Got the start tonight because of the size. Has played really well inside for Logan. With this game going the way it is, I don't think it's the last we'll see of him, but it could be. I just think that kid's played phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, again, he got called upon to do a lot here tonight, and he's been able to deliver for Logan. Wow, what an entry pass. Olajas finding a cutting Sancombe, and he's got 20 now.
Lead down to 1.
Now 5:15 and counting here in the fourth. Logan leading it by 1. They've led the entire second half so far. There's Miller in midair, over to Murphy, big 3 if it goes, but too strong. Miller gets the rebound, back inside, Lambert seals off his man, and can't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line.
Great job, not only for Miller on the offensive rebound, but Lambert understanding his matchup there, just couldn't finish at the rim.
Luke Sancombe picks up his first foul, and now Lucas Lambert at the free throw line. we said, if Logan's wanting to pull off this upset, this is where they need to get it done at. The first one rattles out on Lambert.
It's been a lid on that rim for Logan. You had Hale's shot that rolled out, Murphy's shot that rolled out, Lambert's shot just now rolls out, and finally they get one to see it go through.
Lambert gets that one. Logan's 5 of 9 from the free throw line here tonight. 2-point Wildcat lead. Sankum inside. Olajash just off his hands. And wild break for Logan there. It looked like Miller almost fell asleep for half a second. That was a laser inside that just went off his hands.
And we mentioned that Sankum a better passer than he is scorer. You could see it right there. He just read the defense beautifully. Olajash just couldn't hang on.
And again, whenever he's out there, you got to have your head on a swivel, whether you're guarding him or whether you're guarding somebody else, because if you give him a little window, he's going to try and take it. Out front, Williamson. 4:28 to go in the fourth. Lambert, he'll try and drive now, draws the whistle, and he'll go back to the line.
That's the matchup Logan needs to attack with right now, is go at Olajash and try to get him in foul trouble. He's got his 4th foul now. Now Wheeling Central has to make a decision. Do you keep Olajash in there, or do you make another substitution with Beauregard on the bench as well, Chris, right now? It's a tough decision for Mel Stevens.
That one just crept over the lip of the rim and went through. And scoreboard has Olajash at 3 fouls right now. So maybe they missed one, or maybe we did. I'm like you, James. I had him at 4 as well.
That's what I thought, but the scoreboard is down there with the book. They're probably more correct than we are.
Yeah. Lambert able to get both to go, and it's back to a 2-possession lead. Now can Logan clamp down on the defensive end. Sankum 3, and Luke Sankum knocks it down.
Big shot there, back to a 1-point game, but Luke Sankum has been quiet since about that first 3 he hit in the very first possession of the game.
He's got 9 points, all of those on 3-pointers. That's his first points of the second half as Lambert lost it, driving in on Olajash, and that'll go over to Wheeling Central.
It's the first time Wheeling Central has a chance to take the lead since the second quarter.
And here comes Sankum with 3:50 and counting to go in the fourth. It's a 1-point Logan lead. Cusick left alone. He'll bring it back out, hands it off to Sankum. Murphy on him, trying to get over the screen. Eli gets inside, and Sankum will finish.
Man, what a finish at the rim. A little Euro step on that as well. Just a beautiful, silky, smooth finish.
Lambert tried to attack on the other end, had it stripped, and it'll stay with Logan. But again, now if you're Logan, you don't want to try and get into a hurry right here. Again, there's 14 fouls on Wheeling Central. You have none. So Logan's going to be in the penalty the rest of this quarter. Again, just get yourself organized and get a good set here. Hall will take the deep inbound pass. He'll get it over to Miller. Miller trying to get Murphy out of the middle right now. So they'll bring Olajash all the way out to midcourt with 3:15 to go. Like I said, if this is the point that you thought you'd be in if you were Logan, you'd take it. And Olajash just picks up his 4th now.
That's a cheap one. That'll send Miller to the line. Mel Stevens doesn't like it. Told the official there's no way you can make that call right there. But Olajash made a bump. He wasn't moving his feet. He made contact, and at that point in time, officials are going to make that call. We'll see if Miller can take advantage.
And Logan's done the smart thing. They've been aggressive here in this 4th quarter. And now they get to spend the rest of the 4th quarter on any foul at the free throw line as Miller hits the first. Again, all 5 of Logan's points here in the 4th quarter have come at the free throw line. No field goals yet. This to try and give the Wildcats the lead back. 50-49, Logan leads it. Closing in on 3 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Sankum over to Olajash. Out for Luke Sankum. He thought about the 3, instead gives it off to Cusick. Now they get it into their man's hand. Eli Sankum drives and going to get a push here on Logan. And not bad there. If you're beat right now, if you're Logan, you've got fouls to give.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad foul, Chris. And I think if Mel Stevens didn't like that foul call down there, they give that foul call, so it kind of equals out as well.
Yeah. And now Stevens and Wheeling Central going to use a timeout here with 2:52 to play. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep things here with 2:52 remaining. And again, we'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight: White Eye Care, Logan Bank and Trust, Logan Regional Medical Center, Stereo Video Unlimited, and Missy Birchfield, State Farm Agent. Again, I'd like to thank our fourth quarter sponsor, Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
Well, Chris, Wheeling Central's closest game this year was a 6-point victory over Monroe Central out of Ohio, a 66-60 game. We don't know how this one's going to finish, but this is as tight as Wheeling Central has seen a game in the fourth quarter all season long.
I was kind of curious about that myself. Again, what's been their closest game so far this year? And again, they've been held well below their season average so far. Around 80 points per game they were averaging coming in. Logan's held them to below 50 with 2:52 left in the fourth. Out front for Eli Sancombe. He'll find a crease, drives in, and they'll wave off the basket. They say it's on the floor. Sancombe, I don't know why he's wanting a run back on it. He's not going to get a monitor.
He wanted a replay. Look at the monitor. That's not. We're not going to do that here, obviously. But you know, it's a great drive again. And Logan, I think, did commit the foul before he was up into the shot. So good call on both sides.
It's going to be the third on Miller now. Sancombe looks to attack again. Driving in on Murphy, a step back to the fadeaway, won't get the roll. Miller with another big board. And again, if you can force Sancombe to do that, you'll take it if you're Logan. Now they have the lead in the ball, but Sancombe gets a steal, and then Miller with an open field tackle right at midcourt.
Yeah, Miller went for the ball there, and him and Sancombe collide, and I'm going to tell you right now, Sancombe may be 6'5". Miller is a much more stout 6'5" than Eli Sancombe.
Yeah. So you know Sancombe took the worst of that.
Now that's the fourth team foul. So it went from 0 to 4 real fast for Logan. So here we are with 2:23 to go, Chris, and foul shots may tell the story of this one.
They bring Carson Hale back into the game now, and Miller will stay out there with those 4 fouls. Get it out to Luke Sancombe. 3 rattles out, and Miller gets the board.
Oh, that thing was down. That's what we talk about, the ghosts of the field house. Somehow that thing does not go down, and Logan with a possession and a 1-point lead with 2 minutes to go against the #1 team in the state.
Williamson hesitates, drives in on Cusick, tried to scoop it in, and we get a foul. And Cusick just dances over to the bench. He didn't think he got picked up a foul that time.
He jogged down there, obviously upset. He'll have to return. Still upset.
This will be the first on him. Now they do adjust on the scoreboard. It's only 3 team fouls against Logan.
Okay.
So they still have 1 more to give here with 1:55 to go. And Williamson to the free throw line where he's 2 of 4 here tonight. The first one rattles out. So they have a chance still to build this to a 2-point lead. With 1:55 remaining. I believe both sides still have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Williamson makes it a 2-point Logan lead. That's 7 points for him tonight, 1:50 and counting. Coach Hatcher calling for the fans to get up right now, needing a defensive stop here. As Sancombe trying to back in, draws a double team. Now he gets it back. Takes it to his left on Murphy, pass to Olajas, deflected, and off of Olajas.
Lambert played that like a defensive back, Chris, just broke on that, saw the open Olajas underneath the basket and was able to get a deflection, and then the ladder deflection goes off the hands of Olajas. Now we'll start to see offensive, defensive substitutions here for both clubs, as Olajas will take a seat real quick.
And there's Wadowski into the game. I'm surprised they haven't brought Beauregard back yet.
Yeah, it does surprise me as well.
And again, he's got those 4 fouls, but they haven't looked to bring him back in yet. Taylor stayed out there. So Get it in deep here for Lambert. Lambert thinking about it now. Luke Sancombe gets his hands on it, takes it away, was signaling for timeout, or did we get a tie-up?
Yeah, they got a timeout to Wheeling Central.
And what a play by Luke Sancombe right there. A huge turnover forced. And a 30-second timeout now for Wheeling Central here with 1:28 to play.
Chris, and I know, Logan, they're not going to take any moral victories away from this game. As a coach, and you know as a coach as well, when you get this close, you don't take moral victories. However, what a huge building block moment this is for the rest of the season. You've played with the #1 team in the state. Can you find a way in the next 88 seconds to finish it, to close it out, and pull off this huge upset?
That's where they had trouble trying to win these games earlier in the season against the likes of Wyoming East and others. Just not being able to close out in the fourth quarter, even though they were able to stay tight. But now with those recent wins over Scott, over Doddridge, gotten a couple overtime wins. Now could that help lead them over the hump here against the undefeated #1 team in Class AA? They come out here with 1:28 to go in regulation. It's a 2-point Logan lead. And Wheeling Central with the basketball and the possession arrow.
Oh, this is fun. It doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, this is a heck of a way to spend your Saturday late afternoon and early evening here on the D&D Sports Network. Sancombe over to Luke. Sancombe wide open. No good. Rebound tipped out, and that's going to be a foul on Cusick.
Went over the back on Hale. That will send the sophomore to the line to try to give Logan a 3 or 4-point lead.
And again, Luke Sancombe, he was about as open can be right there. That's exactly what you'd like to dial up if you're Wheeling Central. Just off to the right on that, and now Hale. Boy, what a moment for him at the line, getting the start tonight as this one rattles out.
Well, you're in this gym empty 1,000 times as a young Timberwolf and now a Wildcat. You've shot at this rim and this foul shot probably 1,000 times, and none are bigger than these two right here, and this one in particular.
Logan 7 of 11 from the free throw line here in the fourth, and that one rattles out as well. Boy, and they've all been rim rattlers just like that. So it stays a 2-point game. Eli Sancombe spins. No look past Olajas, and he'll lay it in.
That was disgusting. What a play from Sancombe.
1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Sancombe almost able to take it away from Miller. Miller in trouble here. Now it's stripped as Sancombe comes away with it. Drives in, and Miller somehow knocks it away. Here comes Murphy back. He'll circle back around with 42 seconds to go. He'll step into a three. Logan leads it!
So Murphy again.
His 5th three of the night. Sancombe to answer. Yes! And now up ahead, pass gets away, and it's going to be a turnover on Logan.
Yeah, Miller just errantly threw the ball away. He thought they're going to get a Wheeling Central timeout right here. It's a full timeout, Chris. We'll keep things right here, but Miller threw that ball away. Unbelievable how this all went down. You have the Zomer, actually you go back to Miller's block of Sancombe underneath the basket somehow, inexplicably.
Yeah.
And then Murphy steps into a three to give Logan a 3-point lead, and the best player in the state of West Virginia answers.
And it's one of those almost now you look back, you'd like to maybe gotten a timeout after that Murphy three, because Sancombe's done that several times tonight off a big Logan bucket's been able to attack right back and get a bucket back. And boy, whenever they had to have it, Eli Sancombe came up with it. And now Wheeling Central has a chance to potentially win it here in the final 25 seconds. Logan still has a foul to give here on this possession.
Logan only has one timeout. I agree with you. If they would have had two after the Murphy three, I would have taken that timeout.
That's true. If they would, I'm like you. They only have one left. Then yeah, it's understandable they didn't burn it right there.
That's such an amazing thing about coaching basketball, Chris, is You know, Mark probably knew that in his head and wanted to take it and just couldn't.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, James. Because I said there's still too much time there, and you know you want to use it in case you need it here in these final seconds. And now let's see if Wheeling Central tries to run it down here to get the final look of regulation. Sankol has 25 points, right on his average for the season, and a travel. Cusick called for the travel once he got the ball.
He tried to shuffle his feet to get the screen off the handoff and just threw it a little too late.
And now Coach Hatch will use that timeout with 15.4 seconds, and this game just continues to, you know, it just boomerangs back and forth. This isn't even a pendulum. This is just sudden twists and turns that we haven't had in a game this year.
No, this has just been amazing to watch, not only from the broadcast location, but hopefully from your couch or wherever you're watching here on the D&D Sports Network. And Saturday afternoon kind of matinee has turned into a classic here at Willie Acres Arena.
Right now, Mark Hatcher diagramming a play down on the bench, again trying to look in at what Coach Hatcher's looking to draw up here in this final possession. It definitely looks like they're going to get something that they're going to try and get to the rim here, James.
Chris, you and I have watched Logan basketball for a number of years. You harken back to the days of all the way in the 80s and the 90s, but the one game that pops out to me right now is that Woodrow Wilson-Logan game from about 2000 or from 1998, 99 maybe, Chris, where J.W. Martin
I knew that's where it was going.
He just hit all those threes, and Logan upset probably the best team in West Virginia that year. Zoe Murphy, if Logan pulls this off, has to go down in the lore.
Again, he's got 5 of them here tonight, all in key situations. Will he be called upon here in the final seconds of the fourth quarter? And we're all even at 54 apiece. They get it in cleanly to Williamson in the backcourt. He'll bring it up against Cusick, 10 seconds. Williamson spins to his right, takes it in with 7. Ball comes free. And
he lost it.
Yeah, it's going to be off of Logan and out of bounds.
Williamson tried to go up with it and lost it as he turned there. And it's going to be a chance for Sancom and company to come away with one here.
They're going to drop Murphy and Williamson back.
Got a foul to give here, Chris. Got a foul to give.
Yes, now they bring them back. So, yes, looking to maybe commit that foul
I would foul now.
Sancom, he's going to get it off at the horn. We're going to overtime. 54 apiece, and we'll play 4 more minutes here from the Willie Acres Arena and Logan Fieldhouse. We'll be back after this. You're watching high school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 or reach us Monday through Friday.
If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
We go to overtime now here in Logan, West Virginia. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt with you. As this has just been an unbelievable game that you couldn't really script, and neither side can really say much about it. They've had their opportunities and able to cash in on some, coming up empty on others. And this is about where you want to be now if you're both sides after that incredible finish to regulation. Olajas and Miller to jump it up in the middle. Both of them with 4 fouls here in this overtime. Miller won the tip, but it went right over to Taylor. So a bit unlucky there for Logan, but they will have the possession arrow if we get a tie up here in overtime. Luke Sancom straight on, no good. But Sancom, Eli inside, gets the rebound and gets the bucket.
What an offensive board. Crashed the glass on the weak side and went against Miller, and Miller knew that if he couldn't get it on the first try, there's no point in trying. He's got 4 fouls, and they need him.
Yeah, and now a bump out front on Taylor, but yeah, I'm like you, there's really nothing that Miller could do right there, or else he was going to foul out. And remember, the fouls do carry over from the 4th quarter, so it will be 2 shots, and Logan in the penalty this entire overtime.
And Miller's had to run the point tonight, Chris. He's pretty much done it all for Logan. He's ran the point, he's played on the block. He's got a chance now to tie this game back up.
Miller's got 11 points here tonight. Make it 12 as he's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. A chance to even things up here in the first 31 seconds of the first overtime. And again, it rattles in and out. Again, so many of those here in the second half, especially the 4th quarter for Logan. So here's Sancom going one-on-one. He's still got so much energy, spins in the lane, but no good. Rebounded by Miller. Logan trying to take the lead back on this trip as Williamson lobs it over for Miller. Closing in on 3 minutes to go in overtime. Trying to put people in place here as Lambert working the baseline. Now Miller in a double team. Gets it to Murphy, into the middle for Hale. Hale looking around, gives it off to Williamson. 2:48 and counting in overtime. Williamson thought about taking it, instead gives it off to Murphy. He'll drive inside, floater up, this one off. Rebound tipped and taken by Sancom. He'll get out of the fray with it. Here he comes. Looking inside, Olajas got free and he'll lay it in. That's 17 for Olajas now here tonight. As Lambert gets into trouble and double teamed, and he'll have to burn a timeout with 2:23 left here in OT. We'll be back after this as you're watching high school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Logan trails it by 3 here in overtime and 2:23 remaining in it. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here tonight from Willie Acres Arena here on the D&D Sports Network. This has been a phenomenal game from start to finish, but does Logan have an answer in them now? Get it in deep for Williamson. Cusick playing man-to-man on him. Williamson able to get it across. Again, Logan in the penalty the rest of overtime. They still also have a foul to give on defense. Miller will penetrate to the right side. Again, Wheeling Central really clamping down on defense here in this OT.
Got to find the right matchup here. And you're going to screen and switch and do all that. You got to find the right matchup.
They try and get the double team over to Hale. And again, Hale not an outside threat. Looking for someone, gives it to Lambert. He'll curl off, gets inside, gets a little floater.
Good job of holding up too, Chris Lambert, because right there was Luke Sancom ready to take the charge, but back to a one-point game, 90 seconds to go.
That's 21 points tonight for Lambert and almost a steal. As he picked it away from Olajas, but Eli Sancombe there. Now number chance here for Sancombe, and Luke Sancombe hits his 4th 3 of the game.
All set up there by the crossover move that got Murphy on the ground, and Sancombe finds Luke Sancombe to hit the 3.
Lambert can't answer on the other end. Eli Sancombe gets the rebound.
Felt like that was a rush shot, Chris.
And now only 1 minute remaining, and Murphy comes up and bear hugs Sancombe for a foul with 56.4 to go.
Murphy holding that ankle it's heavily wrapped already, and that may have what have happened on that crossover move that Eli Sancombe put in.
And now 14 fouls on Logan. Murphy will commit the 5th here. And Coach Hatcher not happy again. They probably wanted to deny Eli Sancombe the ball there, but didn't quite get it set up. And now he'll go to the line.
Yeah, not the guy you want to foul there. He probably said foul. If he doesn't touch it, anybody but the Sancombe kids, don't let them shoot the foul shots.
That's the first. He's got 28 here tonight. He's 4 of 4 at the free throw line. And Eli Sancombe knocks down both. Now Logan in desperation mode here. 50 seconds to go. They trail by 6. Williamson gets all the way to the bucket and scores it in a quick timeout by Coach Hatcher. So smart move by Williamson, gets the quick 2, and we'll step aside and be back after this as you are watching high school basketball action here on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern Coalfields.
For any of your financial needs, we encourage you to stop by one of our 5 convenient locations or apply online today at lbnt.com.
Whether you choose to stop by or visit us online, our team is here to help you every step of the way.
Buying a new home, expanding your business? Choose Logan Bank and Trust. Let's bank together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Logan Regional Medical Center, our comprehensive inpatient rehabilitation program helps get you back to living life. With an 8-bed unit for patients 18 and over, our caring team of doctors, nurses, and rehabilitation specialists work with you, providing a full line of services to help you restore your capabilities and get you back home and back to living. Logan Regional Medical Center, providing inpatient rehabilitation close to home.
45.7 seconds remaining in overtime as they foul Luke Sancombe in the backcourt. And he'll head to the other end to shoot free throws. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here this evening. And again, Logan has battled the #1 undefeated Willing Central club all the way down to the wire here tonight. But time's starting to tick away unless Willing Central starts to come up empty from the free throw line. Again, they've been solid here today from the charity stripe as Sancombe knocks down the first. Sancombe will hit both.
This is a Willing Central team that won the state title last year and hasn't been beat this year, and Logan also close tonight.
Miller will get it out front. Forces his way inside. No foul as Willing Central allows Miller to get the bucket. They inbound it quickly and almost stolen. Murphy got a hand on it but couldn't come away with it.
I mean, it's been a night of what ifs. There's another one for Logan.
And again, they've been so close this evening. But Willing Central showing their championship medal here in the 4th quarter and overtime. They now run down the clock as Sancombe trying to get away. Avoids a foul. Miller couldn't give one as Sancombe looked like he tried to signal for a timeout, but may have got fouled before then. That was just excellent ball handling by Eli Sancombe. Again, Logan threw everything they could at him right there to try and come up with a steal.
Well, Central had the ball in the corner there, Chris, as well, and they knew that if I have it, I'm going to get fouled. So let me find one of those Sancom kids.
Eli makes the first. They are 10 of 11 from the free throw line tonight. Like we said, Logan missed 5 free throws in that fourth quarter. Again, definitely made more than they missed. They shot a lot in the fourth, but yeah, I said some of those they'll go back and think about what if on that. It's good in the corner for a 3. That'll go, but Logan's out of timeouts. And Wheeling Central.
They didn't even have to inbound it.
And they'll get it up to Eli Sancombe. He'll get wrapped up as the buzzer sounds, and that will do it. As Wheeling Central survives by the skin of their teeth here tonight over the Logan Wildcats, 67-64, to remain undefeated. And Logan will go to 2 games under 500 on this difficult scheduled year. We'll step aside real quick for a quick break and be back to recap things right after this as you're watching high school basketball action live here on the D&D Sports Network. (67-64), Wheeling Central knocks off Logan tonight here in overtime. Chris Kidd, James Barker, J.J. Pruitt here. As you look at the final scoring for Logan, Lucas Lambert led the way with 21, Zoe Murphy with 15, Ivan Miller with 14, Bentley Williamson with 9, and Carson Hell with 2 to round out the scoring for Wheeling Central. Eli Sancombe, huge when it mattered most tonight, 31 points overall to lead all scorers. Max Olajas with 17, Luke Sancombe with 14. Then you had Nico Cusick with 3, and Brodegard finished with 2 to finish out the scoring for Wheeling Central tonight. And again, James, like you said in the overtime, Mark Hatcher and Logan no way going to take any sort of moral victories out of this, but you know, I'm one of those people, and I think you are too sometimes. We look at it and we're like, you know what? They beat the number 2 team in the state. They knocked off Scotto's top 10. They've been right there with Wyoming East, and now Wheeling Central right down to the buzzer. Honestly, if you're Mark Hatcher, you've got a lot to talk about as far as the fact that we are a team that isn't just in contention. We're definitely a team that can go down there and win it if we play our best ball.
You know, Logan seems to rise to the occasion when they play, you know, the number 1 team in the state, number 2 team in the state. I think Mark Hatcher's looking for that consistency. He's looked for it all year, not only in effort, but on the court when it comes to execution as well. And he got a lot of that tonight. It's just a bunch of what ifs. Missed foul shots there at the end of the fourth quarter. Turnovers there late in the fourth quarter. You know, hats off to Logan, though. Hats off to Zoe Murphy, who hit huge threes from the outside and gave Logan that lead. But, man, what a game. Just an absolute great game here tonight.
Yeah, again, this was fantastic. And as we're heading towards tournament time, again, what a preview we're getting to what we're going to get in regional and state tournament play going forward here in the state of West Virginia as we wind down this regular season. Well, James, it was a fun night tonight. Great ball game. Again, looking forward to having a lot more of them here in the next 3-4 weeks because you know and I know we're going to be all over the place.
Well, now they start to mean a little bit more as you get toward March. And like you said, Chris, we'll be everywhere. And D&D Sports will be everywhere covering all these district games and regional games for you, not only in West Virginia but Kentucky as well.
Yeah, so again, the excitement just continues to ramp up as we continue on this season. And tonight, number 1 Willing Central remains undefeated by the skin of their teeth as they escape Logan with a 67-64 overtime win. So again, I want to thank J.J. Pruitt. I want to thank all of our sponsors out there. I want to thank James Barker as well. And I'm Chris Kidd saying so long tonight here from Willie Acres Arena as you've been watching high school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.